Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Imani. If you are new to my channel, if you are new, click the subscribe button. And if you aren't new, thank you for coming back to another one of my videos. I need y'all to see this shirt though. I got on this 11 shirt because Stranger Things is the best show ever. But anyway, in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys 20 Netflix shows to watch during quarantine. We're all stuck in the house, we're all bored, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get straight in. The first show that I'm gonna be telling you guys about is Grey's Anatomy. I don't know of one person that hasn't heard of Grey's Anatomy. I think they're on the 16th season. I haven't watched that far, but this is the perfect binge-worthy show. Once you start, you'll be automatically hooked. It's about some doctors who complete their residency at a hospital in Seattle, and then it shows like their love lives, their career lives, their family lives. It just goes through everything. I just think that this is the perfect binge-worthy show. If you haven't watched it already, what are you doing? Go ahead and start. The next Netflix show is Greenleaf. It's based in a church, and it's really about like all the behind the scenes stuff that goes on in the church. It centers around a black church family that owns a church. I can't remember what city it's in, but anyway, it's centered around this church, and it shows all of the craziness and the lies, the secrecy, the everything that goes on behind the church. And if you really like the drama shows, this is one of those shows that will have you hooked. The next show is Gossip Girl. Gossip Girl has 6 seasons, so it's enough to binge watch. This show, you can rewatch it so many times, and I don't think it ever gets old. Like, I just rewatched this show. It's about high schoolers. Some are rich and some are middle class. They all go to this one school, and there's this like blog site that posts all of their secrets and everything that they do when they're not in school or in school, their relationship drama, their family drama. It just posts it all. Like, at the end, you find out who the Gossip Girl is, and yo, when y'all find out, that's the biggest plot twist ever. The next binge-worthy show is Dynasty. Dynasty on Netflix is about this rich family, the Carringtons, who basically just go through like different shifts of power with the family business. It talks about the struggles competing in the family business. The daughter tries to branch out on her own. The mom is nowhere to be found. I don't even know how to describe Dynasty because it's such a complex show that you just have to go and watch it yourself. Season 3 is coming out this Saturday. Yeah! But when it comes on Netflix, I watch it. So I'm so ready for season 3. The next show is How to Get Away with Murder. This show just wrapped up its final season, and everybody was pretty sad about it. It's about this boss lady lawyer who solves all of these crimes. She's the best at what she does. But then she gets these like interns to come work for her from the college that she teaches at, and then they get involved in all of her lawyer drama. She's just solving everybody's problems in the show, and it all starts out with one major drama from the beginning, and that one major drama plays out in the whole show. And if you really like crime shows, crime and law, a lot of that. The next show is The Fosters. I love this show so much that I started like a fan page for it when it was on. Like, I was crazy about this show. It's about these foster kids who live with lesbian moms. They adopt like a whole bunch of foster kids, and different kids come in the house at different times. That's pretty much the bulk of the show. All the kids have like different problems with their birth parents. It shows the mom's problems at their job. It really shows like the teenage perspective and the adult perspective, the family perspective. It just gives a look into like everything. And I think that's why I loved it so much. And also, they made a spin-off to this show too. So if you finish The Fosters, you can just go and watch the spin-off Good Trouble. The next show is On My Block. Is like on the funnier side of shows, but it's about these high schoolers. They're on like journeys, like missions. How do you describe On My Block? All you need to know is that it's about high schoolers who like get involved with a whole bunch of stuff they're not supposed to get involved with, and they have to fix all their problems. It's just drama. I don't know how to describe it, y'all. The next show is Queen of the South. It's about this lady who like comes up in like the drug cartel industry in Mexico, and she literally starts from the bottom and she works her way up to become one of the like boss ladies running her own. She fights off so many people before she gets to the top. It's crazy. She had to make enemies. She couldn't trust people. Like, she really did what she had to do to get to the top. Queen of the South, that's my show. The next show is Dear White People. It's about a group of black kids at a predominantly white institution. So basically, they highlight the issues in the black community and what they have to face being at a white institution, and they do it like funny. The way that the show is portrayed, it just really shows all the problem. It's just a great show, and I think that everybody should watch Dear White People. The next show is Black Lightning. This is a show about like a superhero father and superhero children. I don't even know if I want to say superhero because it's like there's so much more to the show. There's this drug in their city and it has infected people in their community, majority black people, and they're basically like fighting the person who was in charge of bringing the drug in, and there's scientists involved, and there's like just a lot that centers around it. It's like a lot of superhero, it's a lot of drama at the same time. So this is like an all-around 10 out of 10 show because it brings in so many different like sci-fi, but then the drama components to it that you'll be hooked. The next show is All American. For me, this is one of the shows that you really gotta like watch a few episodes to get into, but it's about this boy who transfers high schools, and he deals with like the stuff from his home community, and then he deals with the stuff in the community in his new school, and he's just basically a really good football player going between two different communities. They were going home to visit his mom, but then he goes over his football coach's house a lot because he's training him and he wants him to be a really good player that can benefit his team. It's based on a true story, so I think that's why so many people connect to it. But All American was in like one of the top 10 shows when it came out, and it still is. The next show to binge watch is Victorious. If you haven't watched Victorious when you were younger, then you were missing out because Victorious was that show. When they put it on Netflix, I was super excited because it was just so nostalgic to go back and watch. But it's about these high schoolers who are at a performing arts school. They're basically different from everybody else at your typical high school. They sing, they dance on the regular, they act, and they put on performances for the school. Victorious is one of those shows that is like funny for no reason. Like, it's just super duper funny and it's fun for me to watch. So now we're getting kind of to like the reality shows, I guess you could say. The first one is Love is Blind. Everybody was talking about this show. It's about these adults who go in these dating pods without seeing the person, without touching the person, without anything. They get to know a person and they get to go on dates with them without ever seeing them. At the end, if they feel like they found a match, then they get married. Some people worked out, some people didn't. The faves, of course, everybody loves Lauren and Cameron because they are the best. Yeah, if you like dating shows like The Bachelor, this is probably like pretty different from it because they don't get to see the person, but it is a really good twist on your average like dating show. The next reality show is Too Hot to Handle. Too Hot to Handle is okay. I feel like Love is Blind was like here, and then Too Hot to Handle was like here. Love is Blind is definitely the superior dating show, but Too Hot to Handle recently came out, and it was about these adults still who came on like this vacation retreat, and they met other people. They could see each other, but they couldn't touch each other, or they would lose out on money. A lot of the people were breaking the rules, so it wasn't like taking the rules that seriously, and then other people were taking it seriously, so it was making me kind of frustrated, but it was a good show to watch. The next kind of reality show is Selling Sunset. It's about these wealthy real estate developers, I don't know what you call them, but they are in LA and they basically just sell a whole bunch of expensive properties, and I really like it because I love those like wealthy shows. I guess something about that luxury lifestyle I just like to watch on Netflix because it's very interesting, and it goes through their dating lives as well, so it's not just about them selling real estate. It goes through like every aspect of their life, and I personally love it. I've been watching that show a lot. The next show is Stranger Things. Of course, Stranger Things is like your sci-fi drama with these kids who basically are discovering a whole bunch of things about their town that a lot of people don't know. It's a lot of like science-y lab stuff that they discover, and they are the teens that discover it. They're like some of the only people that know about it, so they're constantly fighting, trying to solve these mysteries so that they can like literally like save their town. I'm not really a fan of sci-fi, but there's so many layers to it that you're just intrigued by it. This next show is kind of like a comedy, lighthearted show. It's Family Reunion. It's like your black family sitcom basically. The center of the show is about the family who moves from Seattle to Georgia, where the husband's parents live, and they have to like redesign their whole lives because they're used to the city life, and then they move and they now have to get used to the country life, and they kind of stay there for a while. And then the husband is like a retired football player, so he goes through like those struggles of like, what do we do now with our life and everything like that. It's just a really funny, lighthearted show. The next show is Last Chance U. When this show first came out, I was super duper obsessed with it because I do like those kind of like reality like shows. It's about these football players who went to like these big top universities, but then they got kicked out or they had to leave because of like, personal problems or like things that they just struggled with and couldn't overcome. So they go to this community college. I forgot where it's at. Oh my gosh, I'll leave it on the screen. But they go to this community college where they get like a second chance at being the best football players again. The program like reshapes their lives so they can transfer to another college and be back on top like they were before. It's like some of the most top players in the country that were like sought after, but because of personal problems they had to leave their colleges, and just seeing their stories is just everything. So if you like documentary kind of reality-ish shows, then you'll love Last Chance. The 18th show is Outer Banks. Outer Banks is that show once again. I've been binge watching it since last night, about these teens who like live on like an islandy, probably like beachy area, and I don't know how to describe Outer Banks. So they're basically going against the law because they find stuff in like the ocean and everything, because one of the main characters, his father had, I forgot if he drowned. They proclaimed him dead, but he said he's not going to accept that he's dead. But they find a whole bunch of stuff in the ocean, like they just find a whole bunch of stuff, and I don't think I'm explaining it well. It's just a binge worthy show. The next show that you should binge watch on Netflix is The Office. If I'm not mistaken, it's about to leave Netflix, so you should go ahead and watch it before it leaves. But it's basically just about all these adults who are in an office setting, and it's really humorous. Like, this is not your typical like office show, like we're in the office, happy-go-lucky. No, it's like a really funny show. They just play a lot of pranks on each other. The manager is hilarious. It's just your perfect comedy that you should watch. Okay everybody, so that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed all of the Netflix shows. Go ahead and watch them, y'all. We bored in the house, we in the house bored, and there's nothing else to do. So if you haven't already subscribed, give it a like, comment below your favorite Netflix shows. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.